Hello everyone, Alex Winkler here, and welcome to the weekly trade review number 9. In this video, we're going to, like always, review the top trades and the biggest lessons, and I'll also share a new thing I'm working on to know which patterns are the most profitable. Alright, let's dive right in. So, sorry first of all for the late video lesson. I had friends visiting me till early this week, and there was a bunch of local activities, so I didn't really get around to trading too much, especially near the end of last week. Fortunately, I was able to get some trades in before the week kind of got a little crazy, but the less fortunate part is most of those trades ended up being losses, mostly small scratches besides one bigger loss, and I'll share that one with you guys soon. There's definitely a good lesson to be learned. Also, it's not all bad news. I did get some relaxing in, and I came up with some nice ideas for improving the crypto trading. So what I really want to do is I want to, along with the documentation, I want to start documenting which patterns made me want to get into the trade. So if I start documenting the trades, I have my entry and exit position. I also want to note, oh, this is a bull flag forming, or this is a double top, or whatever it is. I usually do write that, except it's not, I don't have a kind of a database of all those trades over time with the chart patterns. So that's what I want to start building. So over the course of maybe in a week or two, I'll have actually some good statistics built up about which chart patterns actually work best for me. Right now, it's kind of all based on gut feelings, like, oh, I really like this chart pattern, and maybe for the most part I'm right, or maybe I'm wrong, but this will actually put some really nice statistic proof behind it, which I'm really looking forward to. So that way I'll know my top patterns, and I'll know which one give me the biggest returns. That'll be really interesting, not just for myself, but also for you guys to do the same for your trading and seeing which are your favorite chart patterns. Also, what I really want to do is go through at least most of my old documenting trades, so that'll give me kind of a nice base. I'm not sure how many of those trades are going to work, because it depends on the documentation and the kind of the pictures I took, and if I can derive some sort of pattern from that I was planning. If I can't, I'll just kind of leave that off the table, but most likely every trade I should be able to figure that out, as they are pretty well documented. So to dive right into the trades, you can see I didn't do really too much trading overall. Here on the 11th, I had the biggest loss. The 13th, there was a big loss and a big win. So overall, a small loss for the week, nothing crazy, but nothing too great. What's a bit unfortunate is the second half of the week, I didn't get a makeup for those losses that I had in the beginning of the week, but that's fine. So quickly, the two trades I really did like. First of all, with Ethereum Classic bull flag that I entered. So what happened was, here was a typical pennant pattern, which I really don't like trading. They're kind of unpredictable. I would say it's close to 50-50 if it's going to go up or down. So I don't like really trading those. Here you can see there's a break and then went back up, and I mean, if you were trading this, you'd probably be getting faked out every 5 seconds. And then there was a nice little crash here, and this crash actually held its highs pretty well, and was a nice kind of overall consolidation if you look at it from a larger time frame. So I started building up a position right here, looking for another breakout, and that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, I was at the airport picking up a friend during this time, and so I didn't get out of this spot, but luckily I didn't get out over here. I held a bit longer, and as I saw it was forming a bit of a double top, I got out. I set a limit order sometime in this area. I was hoping that it would touch again. So this was quite a nice exit. Sold pretty close near the high, which is always a nice thing to do, and got pretty much the almost total run up of this trade, which is really nice. This trade over here, EOS, I want to review with you guys. It wasn't a win, but the reason I did like this trade is because it was a short. And this short got a little choppy over here after it didn't crash like I wanted to. There was no big drop, and as it was holding its highs, this is kind of a dangerous situation. I got out pretty nicely, and right after I got out, the price shot up. So this could have been quite a big loss, but instead of taking a loss, I got out of the position for a small scratch. So definitely something to review here, lesson to learn. If a trade is no longer going your way, get out. There's no reason to hold on and kind of pray that it's going to go in your direction. Admit that you're wrong, or you should have took your profits when they were there, but don't hold on for no reason. The next trade, biggest lesson. This one, Neo trade, I went short on, and unfortunately, I remember this like it just happened. What was I doing? I went in the kitchen to do something, and by the time I got back, the price shot up, and this was actually pretty scary because it really could have shot up hard after going past this resistance line. And the thing was, I would have got out right around before 17.8, but since I was gone and this was a mental stop loss, I was not there to execute it. So what I should have done was put a market stop loss, and that would have really reduced a lot of the overall losses. So that would have been the way to trade this one. So just in hindsight, if you're not at the computer, definitely always put a stop loss to reduce any of the maximum losses you can have. That's basically all I wanted to talk about for this week. What's coming up is just trading clean setups, trading my favorite patterns, but also doing the documentation to try to figure out which of those patterns are actually the best instead of relying on gut feeling. So hopefully by next week, maybe in 2 weeks, I'll have some really nice stats on that. I'm not sure if I'll share it in the weekly review or do a separate video or just post it in a lesson here. Whatever happens, I'll definitely let you guys know in a chat room or in an upcoming video, so don't worry about that. And yeah, that's everything for now. So have a good trading week. It's already Wednesday, so I hope you guys are getting in some nice positions. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao, ciao.